Just finished pulling the largest order, and so this one was 181 lots for 153.65, and yeah, I was running out of room there. So we are currently uploading the videos to Clipchamp. I think it's just going one video at a time, as we can see there. The file, I think that its default is 1920 by 1080p. However, I'm thinking potentially as soon as I put a clip in, yeah, we can see here. So resolution is different than that stuff there. So match that to that. And then I believe that the file, if I click out of this, yeah, we can now see that it is 30 FPS, 4K. So yeah, we are currently just uploading all of these files. We can see the RAM usage is going up to around the 32 gigs, because we used to only have 32 gigs on the computer, and then the stuff would take forever, and it definitely seems like it's going a little bit faster than before for that stuff there. Yeah, so that is going through that. And so yeah, then I'm basically going to test editing on this, and then if it goes well, then I'm going to only use Filmora going forward instead of Clipchamp, and then I'll be able to upload 4K videos, which is a significant step up from the previous one, because for those who don't know, in previous vlogs, like every single video prior to the one I'm currently working on, which would be 3 weeks before the one you're watching now, is all of that stuff there. Before that was I recorded in 4K. However, I was always downloading the videos in 720p because that's the default when you download the videos from iCloud. And so then I would edit the videos in 720p, but then I would export them in 1080p. And so yeah, it's for that type of stuff there that always all of my content was just kind of a bit blurry and stuff like that. And somehow it took over 200 vlogs and a lot of other videos to finally figure that out. And yeah, so we are currently going to see if we can get this potentially our first 4K video, and if it works, we'll pay for the full price of Filmora and then hopefully have 4K going forward. So it seems like the main bottleneck right now is the CPU for editing the footage, as for some reason now it's using even less RAM than it did before the upgrade. I'm not entirely sure on all that stuff there, but it still seems to be going decently well considering it's 4K footage. Like, we are currently already on the 5th, 6th, 7th clip here, and stuff like that, or at least I think it is. I might have messed it up by putting that one already in the file. I'm not sure if that might have messed it up or whatnot, but or is it working on a different one? I don't know. It's doing something. Oh no, it's not going in order. Okay, it's working on this one here now. Yeah, so I guess I don't know which ones it's all done already. But yeah, it does seem to be going decently well, even though the CPU is completely maxed out. And I fully expected this to still take probably an hour to 2 hours to first upload all of the files and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I'd be completely fine even if it's a 2-hour period of time, because then I can just leave the computer alone and work on some other stuff. And then yeah, we'll see if we can get some nice 4K videos finally. So yeah, then I did end up purchasing the Filmora thing right now instead of waiting until after the first test, because yeah, during editing it seemed to go really well, and it's different approaches on the editing things compared to Clipchamp, but it did seem to work overall. And yeah, so if all goes well, then in 40 minutes we'll finally have our first 4K vlog. But yeah, we'll see what else we need to figure out. Yogurt time. So yeah, then finally sold the very first of the Trade Federation troop carrier sets. And yeah, these were the ones that were a free gift with purchase a while back. And then, yeah, so, yeah, I spent like $200 on Star Wars to get it or something. I can't remember. But yeah, so then purchased someone purchased this. I think it was $72.50 for it. So yeah, it's a nice one to start going, because yeah, I priced this out like in a year or something, not at the exact thing, because for some things, I mean, it makes sense. You want to move them fast and stuff like that, and for most promos that makes sense. But this one here is a Star Wars one, and it's a set that people like, so yeah, just wanted to price it for time down the road when it would be worth a noticeable amount more, because I think when it was first out, it's going for like $40 around there and stuff like that. And yeah, so then this one here is sold, and I think I got like 5 or 6 more and stuff or something like that. And then sold. This here is a KitchenAid mixer thing from one of the old mixers my mom had, and yeah, just $10 plus shipping on that one. And yeah, so then today our goal is to try and finish with updating some of this stuff here. But yeah, so then let me actually just get the time until the used purge, if I can find where I have that up. Right here. Okay, so 8 days left until the used purge, but then actually that is technically set for January 1st, but I am thinking most likely that it will be sometime in December 31st that I purge it. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure on all that. But yeah, so I will get to work on that now. But yeah, then currently we have 597 lots on Bricklink to pull, and then on Brick Owl we have 108 lots. So yeah, there's lots of stuff to do, and yeah, I probably won't be able to spend too much time on these. Maybe I should be able to get a couple hours of work done on them, but then after that, I'll have to just start pulling orders. But yeah, then just a quick update. The store is now below 12,000 lots. So yeah, we've cleared out, well, this includes a couple thousand lots with the different purges of the partial sub 3 cent parts and stuff. But I think we've cleared out right around 10,000 lots now. So that's good, some good progress. And then we have only 8,000 more used lots to go. But yeah, so we are making progress on that, and then yeah, just a little bit longer and we can finally start listing again. So I just finished with all of the minifigures that were over there. It took more time than I was hoping, but less time than I expected. Because yeah, we've got like 600 or 700 lots to pull. Normally I start pulling orders around 9 p.m., but it's already 8:30, and I wanted to try and get started by like 8 or so, but I was getting real close to the end. So yeah, then I was able to finish updating the entire second box. I did find, interestingly enough, these two listings here, there might have been another one somewhere, I'm not sure, but yeah, these two listings here from Ronnie from Hidden Side and the one Benny minifigure, they just didn't have listings anymore, so I must have missed something then, which is a bit weird because I always specifically had a habit, like normally when I would go to relist a minifigure, you would just go to the page on eBay for manage active listings here, and then you would simply just like write a 1 here or something like that, and then that would add new quantity. But what I always tried to make sure to do was to then right click the thing to open it in a new tab, and then specifically verify that it was there before I would then, because I would have all the stuff here, and then I would only after I verified the quantity was there, I would then put it on the side. So yeah, that's just a bit interesting there, because yeah, who knows on that. But what's funny about this one here is that I raised the price by $10, and it seems like more people are looking at it now. But I think that's also partially in relation to, for some reason, I forgot to put Lloyd in the name, so it's just Golden Oni for the longest time. So yeah, we're gonna see on that. But yeah, I'll get this stuff put away and then start pulling orders. But yeah, then, so just as a reference, we still have this box left here. And right now, there are just a couple of them are partially sorted, but not that accurately there. But then the rest are just kind of sitting in some boxes here and stuff like that. And so the plan is once this is done, then we move on to step 2 of the eBay thing fix, where we get all the stuff there, and then after that I want to try and refine the listings in the eBay storefront as step 3 and all that stuff there, but for now it's just kind of sitting here. So yeah, I didn't realize earlier, but the order that was 264 lots was only $62 plus tax and shipping. But yeah, that order is now pulled. It only took maybe an hour, give or take a little bit. I know it was past 9 when I started, and it's only 10 after 10 now. But yeah, so that one there is now pulled, and we'll just put it right here because it probably wouldn't balance well on the monitors. But yeah, so we still have a good amount left to pull. We got the Brick Owl and eBay done, so yeah, the 600 lots, we got rid of not quite half of that. So I'm going to try to get this one here also pulled tonight, and then should be able to get most of the rest tomorrow, but we'll see how far we get. Yogurt time. So we're shipping out 979.41 in the orders here, and then there, and there. And that's with 7 days left till the use purge. So all of the orders are now shipped out, and so that means that, yeah, we can start work on the final box of minifigures. And yeah, so we will get to work on this and just see what we can do. I'll try to just finish photographing it today. I don't think I'll have time to really start on any of the listings. But yeah, so 7 days left, and I think I explained it weirdly in one of the previous clips. But yeah, once the minifigures are all the listings updated and stuff like that, then once that's done, then we are going to be working on fixing the storage things for like naming all the drawers for all the categories and stuff. And then after that is done, then we will be updating the listings again so that we can try and get the eBay storefront itself more updated to show stuff better and things like that. And so that's what we're going to try to do. And we'll start with photographing all of these. 6 days left until the used purge. All of the minifigures have now been photographed. But yeah, then, so while going through the minifigures, I did notice 3 of them had actually gotten cracked. It's possible this one here, it's lime, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but it's more obvious now that it's been a while, but you can see it there. And then the 2 minifigures, the peasant ones, I noticed that they were cracked, and yeah, so then that is an interesting thing there, and that's one of the main proponents as to why, in general, if you're like selling new minifigures on Bricklink, if they aren't assembled from Lego, it's best to just leave them unassembled as new, just because that can happen during storage and stuff like that. And it's not 100% certain whether or not it happened during storage, or if I just happened to miss it. The main reason why I believe it happened during storage, especially for these 2, is because they are some of the more high value ones, being from the one castle set, and I would have checked really closely on those ones and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure this here is from the era that had some stuff cracking and stuff like that. So yeah, that stuff there, presumably that's when it happened. And yeah, so there's some that stuff there, and then some of the accessories removed again that I just don't want to include in the minifigure ones, because I can't remember if it's this one here or the other version of the gold, but it goes for like $3-4 now and stuff like that. So if you're selling like a $10 minifigure or something like that, then in order to stay competitive on pricing for that minifigure, you can't be including expensive accessories like that. Then the brown spear goes for multiple dollars, and then the shield here and sword from the one Ninjago one, I just left those out as well. Then I took this one here to the side. I'm not entirely sure why I combined these 2 specifically here, because older castle ones, you usually don't find too many of them and stuff like that. So it's weird to have a multiple quantity one, because if you'll probably find one but not the other one and stuff like that. So I'm going to be taking that one down, and then this one here I just have on the side because I'm not sure if that's similar to a different face, and if so, then I just wanted to add the item relation on Bricklink to get that stuff connected. But yeah, so all of these here are now fully photographed and stuff like that. I am gonna leave the setup here for a little bit longer, just in case I need to rephotograph any of them or stuff like that, because occasionally I do still. But yeah, so we are just 6 days away until we can finally start going through some of that stuff. So yeah, we'll see how much stuff we can get done in the meantime, and yeah, make some good progress, hopefully. On a side note, I just found something really weird. We have the dual castle minifigure listing here for $27.49, and I will refresh the page, and it refreshes and it says $27.49 for the price. But when I go to the listing, I'll refresh it again just to show it on camera, refresh there, and the page reloads. It just shows $18.99, and that is when I specifically right click the thing there to go to a new tab. It just shows $18.99. So I'm not entirely sure why. I'll click on edit and see if it shows something different there maybe. But yeah, that's an interesting thing. Yeah, it says $27.49 here. So I can't say I know precisely what's causing that. Let's actually just go back one here on the thing. So this one here is at $49.99 for that one, and here it shows the proper $49.99. So I no idea why it's like that. Yogurt time. 5 days left until the purge, and yeah, we are going to see how many of these listings we can get updated today. So I just click revise it on this one and then add it to the stack, and that is officially the very last one of the stuff that was needed to be redone. This one here is still here because it's sold, so no point in redoing the listing on that. But yeah, so that is now every single listing I have updated. It still shows the old image for the top one there because I was just updated, but every single one of them should be the new background now, except for the few that are from the CMF things that I had. Yeah, so that is now updated, and yeah, it's already just about 10 p.m. now, and I haven't started pulling any of the orders, and I got to ship out. I think it's like 500 lots tomorrow, so I should get started on that, but it is finally done. Finally done stage one. There still is more stuff that I need to do, but I got 5 days to work on the other stuff. So yeah, then I know I probably don't remember exactly how long it took, but I want to say roughly a 2 to 3 week project it was to get stage one done, because I feel like when I started, there was a 2 on the number of days remaining until the used purge, but I'm not 100% certain. All I know is that it took a very long time, and I just realized I came back down here, but I forgot to grab the thing that sold on eBay. So, but yeah, so that is every single one of these here updated, and yeah, so we removed the CMFs. There's only like 10 or so of them left, and then the ones that were cracked that I mentioned in the previous clip, the one thing of the 2 castle minifigures that was removed, and then this minifigure and this minifigure. I think that was all. Let me just, oh no, and this one here, and I think that's all of them were listed, but there's just none. Like, there was nothing listed, but I still had the stuff in bags if it was listed. So 3 over, I don't know how many years the listings have been up and how many thousands of minifigures have come and gone. That's not too bad that I had incorrect there. This one here, I took the legs off because I needed it for a different one, but this was a duplicate listing. And then this one here, and this one, and this one, I think, and this one here. I think that's all of the, and this, no, that was one of the cracked ones, just like those ones. But then these 4 minifigures here I removed due to quality stuff that when I was just retaking the photographs. I just noticed a few things in the images and stuff like that that I didn't notice with the prior ones, so I removed those listings as well. This Han Solo here was also removed for similar things, but that was, I can't remember when I did that, but it might have been at the very start, so technically 5 of those were removed then. But yeah, so it is now 10 after 10, and I'll just try to get the largest order pulled, and I should probably just quickly show the orders. So if we go to Brick Owl and Brick Link on eBay, there's just that minifigure there and an empty phone box, but I'll show the phone box in the next clip, and everything just closed. That is probably not good, but yeah, so it still happens every now and then. I thought it was just with the RAM there not being enough or something in the past, but I upgraded the RAM and it still happens. But yeah, it's probably an Opera thing, because you're probably not supposed to have like 125 plus tabs open nonstop, so who knows on that. But I was gonna show the Bricklink orders, but now I'll just wait till it gets back online. So on Brick Owl, we have 47 items in 28 lots for $79.81. And then on Brick Link, we have 1,852 items in 461 lots for $653 so far. So yeah, I will try to get the order here pulled with 189 lots. I won't pull this one right now because it's mostly boxes. So in like 40 minutes, hopefully I am able to pull this one. So from the eBay room, we sold, it might have been this one, or no, that's the iPhone 6. So yeah, we sold this empty iPhone box here. This was from my old phone, I believe, for $9.99 plus shipping. So just finished pulling the 189 lot order, and it's only 10:49 p.m. So yeah, that went relatively fast. Only one part missing. I believe that it went relatively fast because most of the stuff was just minifigure parts. So I would open a drawer that doesn't have any minifigure parts in it, but I would open up a drawer and take like 5 things out of it. So it went relatively fast. So I'll refund the one missing item, and yeah, see if I can just pull a few of the brick owl ones then. Yogurt time.
No, you can't drink it.
Sonic. Just finished pulling the largest order, and so this one was 181 lots for 153.65, and yeah, I was running out of room there. And this here is the only new parts on the entire order. The rest of it is used. So all of the orders are now shipped out, so that means that it is now time to start the next stage of the thing, but first figure out why some of these boxes are just there. No idea why. But yeah, so we are now going to try and work on improving the storage system. And as mentioned before, this is nowhere near enough containers, but it should be a good start. So yeah, we're basically going to get all of this stuff here and then just get it all sorted out into the different containers. We'll try to sort it out to an extent for now, with like only some of the stuff sorted, and then we'll have probably just the other one here. We'll just keep it for Harry Potter. It's currently got Harry Potter, but then we'll keep it for everything else until we get new drawers, rather than trying to combine multiple ones that we want to then later separate within the same specific drawer. If that makes any sense. Like, for example, if we don't have enough drawers for Atlantis and say Hidden Side or something like that, instead of making a drawer called Atlantis Hidden Side or something like that, we'll just put it all in the other drawer, and then when we get enough, then we can create a drawer as needed for them and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to get started on trying to figure out this stuff for this and see how much progress we make. But yeah, so if all goes well, then then our next shipping day, and just realized there's a piece of tape there for some reason. I'm not sure why. But then, yeah, so our next shipping day on Tuesday should be the very last one in relation to stuff from the used stuff here. The orders, there might be a few more after it that won't get shipped till the next shipping day, but that's when we would, either Tuesday or Wednesday is when we're going to be closing the store temporarily to finish purging the stuff. So that is getting very close. Just 4 days away, roughly. I'm not sure if it'll be like on the 1st or the 31st. We're going to figure that out. But yeah, I'll get to work on this. So all of the minifigures are now sorted into their smaller containers. So for example, Agents has the Agents ones, and Ninjago has Ninjago. And yeah, we do hope to filter down some of these, like for example, the Ninjago into multiple separate ones later on. But for now, we just have these ones to work with. So yeah, that is stage 2 now done, and going to start on stage 3. So then, yes, step 3 is when we go to the eBay store. We're presented with like this stuff here and stuff. And then also there is this page here that has the things for sale and stuff like that. And yeah, so basically we are going to work on updating it to just be a whole bunch more improved and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll work on that. Yogurt time. 3 days left until the used purge, so if all goes well, that means the next vlog should be the one that finally starts to get really interesting, with a whole bunch of stuff, because yeah, we've been waiting for the used purge for quite a while now, and yeah, so there hasn't been as much to do other than just some back end stuff for a while now, so the vlogs haven't been quite as interesting, but that should be hopefully changing in the next vlog, as we can finally start to go through a whole bunch of that stuff there. And yeah, so the package from the States for the remaining like 13 pounds or so is on its way here now. However, it isn't going to be here until a little bit after the new year, so we'll just have to add it to the weight, even though it's not here when we do the weight check. well, in 3 days or so. Yeah, so then, yeah, the one thing is that, yeah, the one person asked, and yeah, so what we'll be doing is we'll be putting all of the minifigure parts in their current bags. They're not going to be opening them, into some totes, and then we'll be weighing all of that, and that's how we will see what we all have. So, yeah, there is going to be a lot of that next week, and I did make some progress on the stuff for the website. I'll just see if I can get a quick show of what I was working on, if I can find the tab. It's one of these here. I got a whole bunch of different tabs open, so I'm not sure which one it is, and I don't see it here, which is a bit weird. Maybe it's this one. Well, I'll just open up one of these ones here, and then go here, and then you can potentially see that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, well, if I click on this here on the top, and then I go to see all, yeah, then I can click on Lego minifigures, and yeah, this here is what I was basically working on. So then we've got all of the different tabs on the side here. So for example, if I want to see all of the Indiana Jones things I have for sale, then you can click on that, and then you'll see for that specific one. However, I'm not completely done that yet. I only got the first few done, and yeah, so I'll be working on updating it. I'm thinking about possibly putting the list into alphabetical order. I'm not entirely sure yet, but yeah, so we will see on that. But yeah, so this is that's what I'll be working on today, trying to get that finished up, and then after that is done, I want to try to make the eBay storefront just to look a little bit better. But then I think after that, we should finally be done with the eBay back end fixing and stuff like that to improve it. And well, I do want to do a few more changes, but nothing major like the project for fixing all the listings and stuff. But yeah, so that's what we'll be working on. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Today is a Saturday, but this vlog will be out on Monday, so the next vlog will be out next Monday.